Um, how you doing? Whoa. Gross. This was like a spur of the moment thing. I'm like wildly unprepared for this. Um, None of my tools are working right now. Okay. Oh, there we go. No. How's everybody doing? Somebody's somebody's asking if about the old game, and then they're asking why I'm not a robot woman. Sorry to disappoint you on both accounts. I had this crazy idea about I've had this for a while about introducing this concept of heat to the game. So I'm gonna start that process with this. This will be like a multi-part series. And there's something in science called black body radiation, which is the color of the light that things give off as they get hot. So if you think of like the burner on a stove, it lights up and it gets red, orange, yellow, white, blue. And I was starting to run that simulation. So I thought, and I was going to build a little test app to test it before I tried putting it in the game, and I thought I would start the stream with that. Funny story. Today, I was out getting a DEXA scan, which is like a X-ray scan that measures the amount of body fat you have on you. And the tech doing the scan was, takes a while. He was doing small talk with me, and he's like, "Oh, what do you do?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm an independent game developer. You probably don't know what I am." And he's like, "What game did you make?" And I said, "CastleMiner Z." And he was like, "Oh my God, you're doing a remake. Like me and my roommates have been following you. Like, and I was like, wow, I can't believe this. This is like, some random person that has been following the CastleMiner Z Resurrection. He knew all about it. It's crazy. Let me start up a project here. I know you can't see the screen yet. This has happened to me 3 or 4 times this year so far, where I've ran into somebody in the real world that is a huge CastleMiner Z fan. It seems like it's happening more often than it used to happen. I don't really understand why that is. I know that you can't see. I know that you can't see this. Yeah, this is right. Okay. This might not be okay, here we go. Let's get to. So I usually use C# forms development when I'm doing quick little tests. This is where I did the dungeon builder. I'm having trouble getting the chat window to stay up for some reason. I don't really understand why. I usually use this little pinning tool to do this, and it doesn't really want to work this time. Let me see if I can get this here. Yeah, there we go. Somebody say it's been a while since I've done a live. I think it's been like 48 hours. So it's cool that you guys are coming that often for that. Yeah, this is anyways, I'll use a forms app here, and it's a good way for me to quickly put in code and test stuff and see what's how everything works before I try to integrate it into our game project, which is a lot bigger. I think I want a picture box here. Let's start by, you have to dissect things into pieces. I'm gonna pull up Grok here because it's been a while since I've done this, and I have a C# forms app that I want to build a simulation change a color with a slider. What control should I use for the color swatch? This is like such a simple thing. Panel or picture about panel is prime. Yeah, let's do that. This will just be the color. We'll put this here. And let's just get a slider onto here. And this will be a good place to start. Slider. Where is that? Track bar. Oops. Track bar. We'll change this eventually. This thing, let's lock out the properties here. We'll change the foreground color to like red or something. I don't know why that's not working. Here's the background color. Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, we'll change it to black. Okay, let's get this slider along here. Let's do this like this. Oh, another important thing today. I'll read. There's probably not a lot of people on here right now because I didn't announce this one, but we sent out a mail to everybody yesterday that was in the beta list. If you didn't get a mail from us yesterday, it is actually impossible for us to get you a beta key. So check your junk mail and make sure that we're saved. That we, you know, like we don't go in your junk mail, because that's the same method that your beta key is going to come from. And it was like a promotional mail for our Steam page, but we sent it to everybody who was supposed to get beta keys. So if you didn't, or whoever signed up for beta keys, I should say, we did not send out beta keys. We had sent out a mail. But if you didn't get our mail from yesterday, I can guarantee you're not going to get a beta key. So check your junk mail. I should actually probably do a post just about that. Okay, let's do this. And on the event here, as we could say, let's make this minimum 0. Let's make this like 1,000. And when this changes, I think it's on behavior scroll. I think this is how we would do this. So what was the name of that? Track bar 1. This is all just throwaway stuff. Value. Wonder is equal to track bar 1 over maximum float, and let's just blend. What is that? Panel 1 dot background color is equal to, yeah, there we go. 0 to 1. So that should, changing this bar should change the color from black to white if we did this right. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So now let's, how do we get that? Let's put the, I think we should just put the color curve in. Here's what we're trying to simulate. Let me pull up an example of this. We're going to build a gradient. This is I think this is from Wikipedia. This is an example of the color of black body. So down at the bottom is the temperature in Kelvin. On top is the color of the black body radiation. So if this was like the burners on your stove, I think we're gonna have to tweak this out though, because I think that's a real one. And in general, in game development, real stuff doesn't look as good as stuff that's been set up for amusement. And this one actually is probably a better one on here. This is the, I think the, like, this is what I'm looking for. So I actually, what I just did here, let me try to pull it up on Grok. I'm going to show you, this is like a really good use for AI. So I asked Grok to generate this function for me. And it gave me a piece of code that does this. Color range I want is the forging temperature from this page. So it's going to give you a function that, okay, this is just a blend. The other one was actually pretty cool. The other one was actually a power function that took us through a realistic color range, but this is definitely the one that I want. That's the other thing cool to see here would be actually to see the range here. Let's do this. This will be do this to here, and we will anchor this. Where is that? Oh, it's funny, if you jump around from stuff, you just forget how to do things. No. I want this categorized. Where's anchor? Anchor. Why am I totally just drawing a blank here? Oh, here we go. Yeah, okay. This one we're going to anchor top, left, right. Let's put another panel in here. Which will be the, put that in there. We'll put another panel in here. Actually, this is what we'll do. Yeah, this will work good. Okay. Let's bring this into, try to match it with this. This is like just crappy throwaway stuff, so I'm not really worried about it. Anchor top, left, right. Anchor this top, left, right, and anchor this top, left, right. We should be able to shrink this down. this thing, let's make the background color black. And I just want to run this really fast, and this thing still works, yeah. And let's make the bottom here, let's say, oh, before we get too far, let's rename this stuff. Let's name this color blender gradient view panel and color view panel. Okay. View code there. Let's make a function, private void get color from Blender. And we can use that up here. Yeah, we don't want to do this. We want it color, return a color. Okay, let's just make sure that works. And then I'm going to say void draw gradient. View panel. I wonder if I can just do this here. It should show me the gradient on the bottom. There we go. So we see the gradient, and now we can see the plot. Now all we have to do is put the color function in. Okay. Somebody asked how many people are working on the game. There's 4 of us working on the game. Okay. So let's find this color function that we had Grok make for us here, and let's just say real quickly, this C# function and make it work with this gradient instead. This is going to be a real short stream. This is going really a lot faster than I thought it would. This is one of the cool things about AI, is that stuff that would take you a long time no. So let's do temperature to Blender. from 0 to 1. No, totally wrong. 0 to 1 instead of a... Oh no, it is a blender. I should have just saw what this worked like first. Okay, let's copy that in here and just do it. I decorated all this extra stuff in here. Nope. This is what we want. Okay. Get color from gradient. That is the gradient right there, up to white, yeah. Cool. There's probably an alpha value that has to go with this. So a big part of this is going to be what Diet Coke. Somebody's asking about my Diet Cokes. What Diet Coke am I on today? Oh, let me think. This has got to be like 6 or 7 at least. There was one when I woke up, then another one when I woke up, and then I had to run an errand, and I drank another one on the way to the errand. Came home, drank another Diet Coke. It's got to be 6. I'm thinking 6. And I drank a coffee somewhere in the meantime, so I'm pretty caffed up. Okay. Somebody asked me, when did I learn to code? This is a crazy story, actually. I learned to code when I was 5 years old. And I started making video games at 6. It was in the 1970s, and my dad had built a computer in our basement that was the size of a refrigerator, and he taught me how to code. And a lot of his friends were in the game industry, and I had a lot of interest in video games at the time. So I started making video games, and I ended up being very talented at it. And I started doing it at 6 or 7. I think it was like 7. I think I made the first text-based adventure game when I was about 7 years old, something like that. So I don't remember a time in my life where I couldn't code really well. It's almost like a first language to me. And then I've done it ever since. I've tried to stop several times, but I've done it ever since. This worked out good. Like, this is I don't think I could have done much better than this. Okay, so the other thing I want to do now is think I want to figure out how this would decay. And I wonder if a linear decay is actually probably right. Like temperatures tend to decay faster the hotter they are, but I don't know if I need to simulate that to that extent. Oh, that's funny. It's like a bug. I shouldn't let that bar grow out. Actually, is this, yeah. It's actually a pretty easy thing to fix. It's gonna bother me if I don't fix this. This is like throwaway code, so I shouldn't do this, but it's like, all you do here is you pick the size event. Where is it? Size changed. Size changed, invalidate. Oh, it's been a while since I've done this. And then there's a paint. Where is it? Paint, I think it's this one. And we do a draw gradient inside of here. That is, I don't know why it's flashing like that. It's probably too fancy. Just do this. Oops. It's really, with this tool, it's really easy to make things that scale. God, it's funny, I didn't have a lot planned for this stream. I didn't really think that this would be so easy. Let's do the heat curve. At least let's clean this up. I don't understand why these temperatures are here where float temperature to blender. Oh, we have one already. What's the range of the foraging colors? Let's go back to here. 2500. 0 to this has me really thinking if I want to really be accurate with the temperatures in the game, or do I just want this to be like a fun little thing? A temp to blender function using the forge temps, then make the that's fine. It's a temperature into a gradient. Yeah. I don't think we need this. Yeah, can we remove the concept of temperature from the blender function so that everything is compartmentalized? The guide page is missing? Oh, interesting. Hold on. I'll fix that right now. I probably shouldn't do this while I'm on a stream. Let me actually, if I'm gonna if I'm gonna do that, let me just pop out. I'll pop out to the face thing here. Let me verify what you're following this guide. Okay, okay, this is the, let's go back here. Okay, so this is the web page. What people are talking about the last couple streams is we've been using Magic of Voxel to bring things into the game, and I'd like you guys to do it too. I don't, is it in the, I'm wondering where you're getting the 404, because this page actually works. Like if I put this in the chat, this is the submission form for the voxel stuff. But it's probably in the FAQ, right? Which is not even linked here. Man, I did such a crappy job. I'll have to fix this up after the stream. If I go, yeah, the FAQ isn't linked. Is this? Write this down. Okay, so you're saying that the link on Discord is wrong. I'll look into that. This is, I kind of threw this up quickly yesterday. The one I have pinned up there is the right one. I should probably add it to the FAQ. Okay, let's get back to what we're doing here. Okay, we were, yeah, this is what I wanted. This is so much of a cleaner way to do this. Like this, this Blender doesn't need to know about temperature, but we could do a translation from temperature to temp to blender. Yeah. Okay. Wrong project. Okay. Oops. This is dumb. Okay, this is the, what it's done here is really dumb. Okay, let's change this. I could just do this by hand faster. This is Blender times mapped temperature is not. It made such a mess of this. Okay. Not using the float version, clean this up. Yeah, this kind of code it's like boilerplate code that it would take so long to get the details of it working, and it's just so much faster to just have the thing fix it up for you. Okay, let's run this. We should just get the exact same thing. Great, and then we can translate temperatures into that blender if we want. Okay, let's and that worked. That was so much faster than I thought it would be. And I'm thinking about this now is that the rest of the stuff in the, like I could sit here and simulate things, but all I'm going to be simulating is moving this slider around. I guess the only thing I'd like to be interesting is to get the alpha values right here. Actually, I think for an emissive channel, this would probably work. Why don't we try getting it simulated? I'm not as familiar with Unreal, so we could get something simulating in Unreal and then see how this works. Okay, probably could do this. I'm trying to think of different ways we could do this inside of Unreal. Let's see what Grok. Okay, Grok says I want to put this. We're gonna just do a material with a animated thing. I want to put this. I want this to drive the emissive value on a Unreal material. I would like this code to be in Unreal C++, referenced by a blueprint or shader. What is your I'd like this emissive value on Unreal material. What is the best way to execute this? I feel like I could probably do it in a shader. Shader. Yeah, because it'll all be GPU loaded there. So this is the HLSL implementation of it. Here we go. Okay, let's try this out. Let's run the game. Oh, where is this description that you're talking about? Is it in the? There was a zip file that I removed and replaced with a different zip file. I tried to replace all the links with the voxel page. Okay, let's run the game. By the way, last stream, if you missed it, we built this big tower. I don't know if it means obviously I'm not going to stay here. I'll probably do something with it, but it was pretty badass. It's just where it's so easy to get distracted doing this stuff. Let's change the time. I actually like the time of day. Where it's late in the sky here. Oh, it's nighttime. No, we want like a sunset here. And this is like a 40-story apartment building. We're in the middle of redesigning the zombie right now. This is the old zombie. But you can, the lighting in these situations, I was in the water there. And these things are pretty cool. This thing is 40 stories, and each story is completely procedurally generated, so it's different than the previous one, and it just keeps going up this spiral tower. I think this is going to end up somewhere in the game as like a boss fight or something. They're all coming for me. These are all stand-in enemies. Oh, they're still coming. Wow. Wonder if they'll follow me up the stairs. There should be a stairway here. Oh, totally coming up the stairs. God, they're doing a really great job. Okay. Better than I thought they would. I safe? They disappear. It's so hard to get not to get distracted by your own game. I don't know where they went. That's so strange. Anyways, cool thing in these, it really shows off the lighting in the game. Like all of this stuff is lit up by like bounced lighting, like ray trace lighting. It's cool. The shadows are cool. Like all of this is bounced lighting. It's pretty cool. Mixed with the torches. Okay, we gotta get to work here. This is getting distracted. Okay. I just wanted to try making this shader. This is our test level. These are all of our blocks right now. The gold looks really good. Okay, and I was going to do some work on the bloodstone, but this is not what I wanted to do here. I just wanted to drop in like a cube and put a material on it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so let's stop this. Let's drop in a... Man, I'm so... not good at using Unreal Engine. Like for... And every time I go to do something, I have to relearn it. So let's see where in our project would be a good place to put this. I'll just put it here for now. I can move it later. Materials. Create a new material. Let's call this black body test. And then I forget how to create stuff in the map. There's like a window that you bring up. Here we go, place actor. Oh, this is so ridiculous. This is like 101. where is the place? Yeah, this is the window I'm looking for. Yeah, here. Yeah, I just want to place a cube here. And then I want to apply my material to it, the one that we just made. Okay, let's open up the material and let's do this emissive color thing. This is so boring to watch me read and learn things in real time. And on the bottom I said, yeah, I wanted the shader version of it. Add a custom node. Oh, here, and I can put the shader right. I've actually never done this before. This is interesting. I've written a lot of shaders before. And then I can just take the code from Grok and just pop it right in here. And let's see. Okay. It's saying that we didn't define temperature. No, I don't want it to work with temperature. Okay. I'm just having Grok give me the right HLSL values. It's generating that for me. What you're watching here is you're watching me learn Unreal in real time. This is the first game that we've done in Unreal. Okay, so the input pin has to be named. It's kind of a cool system. Open the details panel. Configure the inputs. Find the inputs section. Is there an inputs? Oh, here we go. Inputs. Duh. And we will call this Blender. It doesn't like that. Oh, because we're missing the value. So let's put in a, this is funny, might as well show this. Okay, great. How do I input a float as a parameter? Probably just add one here, actually. Scalar parameter, yeah. I should have started with a scalar parameter. Hook that up. It's a little bit weird because that should be 0 right now. Go back to our, is this really faint red or is it? Yeah, I don't like the blend. When I see it for real, it doesn't look very good. But and if we go like 0.5, we should be able to roll this, of course. I hope that's saved. I'm surprised I was able to crash Unreal so easily. Yikes. I am like really having a hard time today. Okay. Oh God, I gotta load everything again. Okay. I bet that didn't save. Oh, this is so frustrating. Oh, none of it saved. Wow. I cannot believe that overdriving that one value made me lose all that. I'm tempted to, this is really frustrating, and I'm tempted to stop. Where's the HLSL that we were looking at? Emissive color. Detail editor, where's this? Inputs. Blender. Scalar. Scalar parameter here. Let's save this. I bet this isn't saved either. Yeah. So drop this onto here. God, I just don't like how that looks at all. There's like something like a yellow. Clamp from 0 to 1 is one of the first things that we do. Okay, so let's try this. Oh my God, this is so frustrating. I'm gonna end the stream. This is like not fun to watch me struggle through learning Unreal shaders, and I don't know if this is even really the right way to do this. So I'm gonna work on this a little bit by myself. Thank you everybody for showing up. Let me check the chat one more time. I'll answer any questions anybody has. Watching Unreal crash and load up is going to be a frustrating experience for everyone, especially me. Somebody's asking for lore on the robot woman, and the lore on the robot woman is actually kind of creepy because there's definitely a story behind her. Anyways, I appreciate everybody showing up. That was about an hour. That was good for a start of this, and I'll work on this on my own. Thank you.